This is a review for the Dignity for All Students Act, or Dasa. Dasa was signed into law on September 13th, 2010, and took effect on July 1st of 2012. And it states, no student shall be subjected to harassment or bullying by employees or students on school property or at a school function. Nor shall any student be subjected to discrimination based on their race, color, weight, national origin, ethnic group, religion, religious practice, disabilities, sexual orientation, gender, or sex. Harassment is the creation of a hostile environment that interferes with a student's educational performance, opportunities, or benefits, or mental, emotional, or physical well-being. Bullying is an aggressive form of harassment that involves a real or perceived power imbalance. The behavior is repeated or has the potential to be repeated. Cyberbullying is bullying using electronic technology, such as email, text messaging, social media. The COVID-19 pandemic has led to an increase in students using digital platforms, not just for personal use, but for educational purposes as well. For many young people, social distancing guidelines meant that the only contact they had with their peers was done virtually. As a result, young people were using social platforms such as TikTok, Zoom, and other platforms. While there are benefits that resulted from those online interactions, like students connecting to the outside world, it presented some risks. A study done recently tracked online harassment and found that there was a 70% increase in cyberbullying during the COVID-19. It led to the following issues: increased stress because the pandemic was highly stressful for everyone, isolation because mandatory stay-at-home orders caused feelings of loneliness, which led to fragmented relationships, downright boredom. Kids sometimes engaged in cyberbullying because they were bored or wanted attention. Add to that there was decreased supervision online, parents unable to balance work life and home life, helping with schoolwork and managing this whole new pandemic. They weren't available to pay close attention to what their kids were doing online. There are some mandatory reporting requirements under the Dasa regulation. All employees must report incidents and issues that are disclosed to them. If they see or hear or witness something, they need to report those incidents. They must report them verbally to the Dignity Act coordinator or an administrator within the first 24 hours, and then a written report to the Dignity Act coordinator or administrator within 48 hours. There is a Dignity Act coordinator in every building in your district. Being able to create an environment free from discrimination and harassment takes all employees to be able to enforce the code of conduct. Your Dignity Act coordinator can help provide training to create a more positive environment, including mandatory reporting issues, student instruction and civility, character education, and citizenship. Safe and appropriate use of technology can go a long way in creating the environment that you want in your facility. Your code of conduct specifically will talk about discrimination, harassment against students by employees or students on school property or at school functions. Anything that can have an effect or would reasonably interfere with a student's educational performance. Any time that a student may fear for his or her physical safety. Conduct such as discrimination, cyberbullying, bullying itself, and harassment based on many aspects of student life. What are some ways that we can help? Well, training, increase awareness regarding bullying, harassment, cyberbullying, or discrimination, how to identify the signs, understand the effects on students of what harassment and bullying can do, and make sure that you have active supervision, particularly in areas where they are not in the classroom, study hall, cafeteria, to name just a few. In the end, it's about protecting the students.